do various balancing things from now on. Hello. No, that's dumb. Okay, hi guys! For today's video, we're doing episode 5 of Create This Book. I'm very excited about this. I've done 4 other episodes. I just really like this book. That's the only reason I'm excited, I guess. It's getting pretty thick, and we have done 5 more pages. So let's do that. If you want to see the other 4, I have it linked up here. Okay, starting off with the front of the book, and I'm just trying to find the right page. I can never seem to find it. Where is it? Create letters. Use them for aesthetic value rather than whiting words. So for this one, I was thinking letters. I can do the alphabet, or who receives letters? Who sends letters? And what season is it? Santa. Santa gets letters when we send him letters for the Christmas list. Erasing off my pencil marks, and then I'm bringing out my gouache paints. I actually just started posting videos at 4 p.m. on Tuesdays using these
magical paints.
I don't know why I just said magical. That makes it sound like it's mystical or something. These are just regular paints. So like I said, these are gouache paints, which means they're like half acrylic, half watercolor, and they reactivate with water. So I could not use any Mod Podge over the pages. The inability to seal in my pages is kind of a downside, but I did really enjoy using these paints with the colored pencils. There they are. And there's Santa.
Santa?
Someone in the comments told me to get a colored pencil blender, and I did that, and wow, that's a life changer. Thank you for letting me know. I truly had no idea that was even an option, and man, this has really upped my game significantly. I said that word, significantly? I feel like I emphasized it so weird. Okay. Anyway, so you watched me crumble a piece of paper, and I'm sure you're wondering why. Before I answer your question, I'm going to quickly write Christmas list on the top of this letter and write a bunch of scribbles, because I didn't feel like coming up with a real list. The paper is wrinkled because a child wrote it, presumably. I'm kidding. It's just because I thought it would look like an aesthetic value to it if it's wrinkled, and I'm gluing that down inside an envelope to make it look like it's a letter to Santa. The next thing I did was go into my stationery box and pick out some pieces of paper. Okay, so I cut out a piece of paper. I'm realizing how many things I did here. So I cut out a piece of paper, glued it there. I also got some washi tape and put it in several places on the page. And then I also wrote this little thing to make it look like a stamp. And then I also wrote nice right there in like some nice lettering. What? I also wrote Dear Santa right there because this is a letter to Santa. And then for this bottom part, I decided to add stamps. And oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys about the rule. The rule. I don't know why I just said it like that. The rule. Why I am really struggling right now. Rules! Okay, for the rule for this week I can't even say it. I can do this. My rule for Create This Book is to incorporate my feelings into every single page, and this week I was feeling festive. I was listening to music, the Christmas kind. I've been watching a lot of Hallmark movies this week, actually, and last week, and the week before that, because they have like the 25 days of Hallmark movies. Let me tell you, if you like rom-coms, Hallmark is the place for you. 10 out of 10. Hit worthy every single time. You really rarely get a miss. Last night, I was watching one about office rivals. I don't know what it is. It's like every single time they have a rival, I'm in. I'm like totally, I'm in. My seatbelt is buckled. We're going up, you know? Anyway, so I made this naughty nice list. Took a long time to figure out where to put it. Put it right there. And then the last thing I thought was missing from this was we have Santa Claus, and we of course need Mrs. Claus. It was missing her, you know. And here's the final result for the letters page. I am much happier with the colored pencils than I normally am because of the way I was able to blend the colors. So I do like this page a lot, actually. Moving on to the second page that I did, we're gonna find it. It's Create Obscure Shapes. Now, before you judge, I haven't cleaned out my closet since 2008, so I chose to clean out my closet. My closet is empty right now, but my room is a mess. It's destroyed, but it had to be done. I had to clean out my closet, and as a result, my clothes are all over the ground. Things have to get worse before they get better. Yeah, at least that's what I keep telling myself. The reality of the situation is my closet has exploded on me with random obscure shapes. So that is what I am representing here, metaphorically, symbolically, on my Create This Book page. I did choose to use the gouache paints again to color everything in initially, and then I went back in with colored pencils and did the highlighting, or the shadows, shading, that's what it's called. I'm an artist, guys, I know what I'm talking about. I also went back with a Sharpie and outlined everything in black and then gave it like a drop shadow to the right side of it so it looked like it was popping out a little bit. And I also went back and added some highlights. I know what they are. And here comes the controversial decision. I decided to paint the background orange, and that was a strong debate because I thought it looked great white. But then I also decided to only keep one page orange because, I don't know, I was just feeling it. I thought it looked nice, and I don't know, you might hate that decision, let me know. You know what, guys? I think I do like it. We're gonna do the shout outs before we go to the next page. We have Haley, Cushy_Cutie number 19, Angelica, Rachel, Rama's _drawings, Stephanie, Sophie's Stuff, Lila, Livia's World, Jasmine's Art World, and artwork by Celia. Hi guys! Okay, moving on to the next page. Oh, I love this one so much. Where is it? Come on, find it. It always takes me so long. Create a collage. So for this one, yes, we brought in our Instamax Mini. So I was feeling artsy for this one. So I have this Instamax Mini. Ooh, you can take a picture here. And I took a bunch of Polaroid pictures, which I feel like is pretty, like, artsy, hipster-y. But, you know, Polaroid cameras are not really that hipster-y anymore because everyone uses them, but it doesn't matter. Either way, I was feeling artsy, and I was feeling like using my Polaroid camera. So I decided to make a collage with the Polaroid camera pictures, and I also decided to draw the Polaroid camera. And I also had hands right there. I gotta stop saying also. But yeah, I really like the way the hands came out. I mean, for my own skill level, and I only did that in like 20 minutes, I feel like they look like pretty realistic relative to what I'm able to do.
Pretty good.
I then put in my initial coats of paint. I did pink for this Polaroid, and then I was trying to do blue for that other Polaroid, and somehow it came out like this weird green color, and it just looks like puke green, and there was nothing I could do to fix it. The more colored pencils I put on it, the more pukey it looked, and I don't know what else to do with that.
I tried.
I also blended out the color pencils with the pink Polaroid and did the hands. And I thought this one turned out pretty good. I kind of liked it. Onto the collaging part of this page. So I took these scrapbook papers that I have from my scrapbooking collection, put them on, and I wanted this to look like a picnic feel, and I'll tell you why. So Will and I went on a hiking/beach trip by my house. There's like a hiking trail, and at the end of it, there's a beach. And we also had a picnic there, and that kind of goes along with the feeling for artsy because I took the Polaroid camera there and took pictures of us, and it was a lot of fun. So that is the whole experience/feeling that goes along with this Create This Book page. And this is the final thing. I love this page. I think it's actually my favorite one I've done so far. Moving on to the fourth page, the fabric page. Create a fabric page. Attach pieces of fabric. So this is perfect for me. I have tons of fabric. I used to take sewing lessons in 5th and 6th grade, and I just have had these fabrics since I was like young. I just have a lot of fabric. I like to sew as well. So I cut them up into squares, as you can see right there, and then I just decided how to organize them on the page. I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably my least favorite page I've done so far. I was really focusing on the colors of each of the fabrics and trying to line them up with where the colors went. Notice on the top left, the yellow piece of fabric has a little bit of red, and then there's a red one next to it. Notice on the right side, we have one piece of fabric that is tying everything together that has pink, purple, orange, and blue. So that is how I was coming at it from the perspective of colors being near each other. I don't know. I hope that made literally any sense to you. The feeling that I had was I was very busy at work this week, so I was trying to get a busy feeling to come across with this page. I had a lot of busy patterns all mashed together, and that is what I tried to do. I think I achieved it. I don't think I actually like it. Will said he liked it, but I don't know if I believe him, honestly. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. And that one is create an applied suggestion. For this one, I took to Instagram, and one came out on top. An apple giraffe. That was the first one that was submitted. So, as requested, I started on the apple giraffe. Thank you so much for the suggestion. For this one, I was feeling grateful, so I thought, why not include everyone and try to come up with a suggestion together? And this was also something that a subscriber named Angelica asked me to do last week. So I thought, let me do this page as a thank you to all of you guys for subscribing. I know I got a lot of subscribers this week for Create This Book, and I'm really grateful and happy that you guys are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Blue House. I don't know why that was what came to mind when I was trying to say welcome to you. That's called brainwashing as a child. I think I watched the Big Blue House a lot. The other thing that goes along with apples is New York City. The Big Apple. Get it? So then I wrote apple giraffe like a kindergartner. That literally looks like a kindergartner wrote it. And then I cut out some apples, and we're gonna give you fair warning. Tragedy strucketh us to the extreme this time. Extreme tragedy. It's much worse than you think. So I should have just left it here. But I didn't. I did not leave it here. I went to my gouache paints when this was already glued in, and it just got worse and worse and worse. That looks horrible. I'm upset. No, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing any of this. How do I fix this? Let me see if I can pull it out. Oh, it ripped. Okay. So then I tried to like cut it out, and I ended up cutting through to the other page and ruining 2 pages because everything was wet. Do not rip. Okay. So I made the executive decision to just cut everything out that I had done so I could save my work at least, and then I put a new piece of paper in, and then I did opt to get rid of the create a page for a pet because we do have another page that says something about a pet, so I thought, you know what, let's get rid of it. This cute little giraffe can be my pet, and I can save the page. Otherwise, I just have like a page that's ripped through in half, and I just didn't know how to fix it. So yeah, this is the final thing. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I actually really like it. I think the apple giraffe is super cute. Alright, and that is the end of the video, guys. If you're new here, hi, my name's Marissa. I put out videos every Sunday at 2 p.m., and I'd love it if you subscribed. Bye!